All right, what's up, everybody? So, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing why I believe the TLM 103 is the best microphone that you can possibly buy. And yes, I'm even including and thinking about the Neumann U87 AI, why I still believe that this microphone is better than that microphone, and why I believe if you are planning on going out and spending a hefty amount of money on a microphone and you want to future-proof yourself and get the absolute just best possible quality, the best microphone that you can get your hands on, why I believe that you should get the TLM 103. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. So yes, as most of you guys already know, the TLM 103 is my favorite microphone ever made, and for a lot of reasons which we are going to cover in this video. And a lot of you guys are going to look at me like I'm crazy because a lot of you have been told and conditioned into believing that the U87 AI is the best microphone ever made. And of course it is an industry standard microphone, and it isn't a bad microphone. I'm not going to sit here and knock it and say that it's the worst thing. It's definitely not, clearly not, and there's a reason why it's used so often in studios. But in my opinion, that microphone is voiced a little too dark for my liking. I actually don't like the way that it sounds compared to the TLM 103. In my opinion, the TLM 103 just hits it off perfectly. It's very transparent. It sounds very, very clean compared to the U87 AI. And there's a lot of demos that I have listened to where people have done side-by-side comparisons between the TLM 103 and the U87 AI. And I always end up going back to the TLM 103. I have yet to use the U87 AI, so maybe my opinion would change after I've actually got to use it in hand. But from all the samples I've heard, and yes, I've heard more than just samples on YouTube, from all the samples that I've heard, I still end up going back to the TLM 103. This microphone is voiced so perfectly. It is impeccable. This mic is very transparent. It sounds very natural. And that's the big thing. A lot of the times when I listen to just clips from different microphones, you can tell that it just sounds like it's coming from a microphone. In my opinion, this microphone is the cleanest that you can get, and it's going to sound the closest to how you actually sound in real life, if that makes any sense. I mean, the way that I look at microphones is I want them to be as transparent and as natural as I can possibly get. I want them to sound essentially like how I sound in real life, and I can comfortably sit here and tell you that this microphone sounds very, very true to life. This microphone has been the cleanest, most transparent microphone that I've ever used up to this date, and trust me, I have been around the block when it comes to using microphones. I've used dozens of microphones. And I can tell you right now, the TLM 103 is without a doubt the best microphone that I have ever used. Now look, I do understand that audio is subjective at the end of the day, and I do believe that there are people that genuinely think that the U87 AI sounds better than the TLM 103. Just as how I would expect that there are people that genuinely believe that the TLM 103 sounds better than the U87 AI, such as myself. I'm one of those people. I think that the TLM 103 sounds much better than the U87 AI. However, what I can tell you is that there is no way that I, at least personally, could justify spending nearly 4 times as much money on a microphone such as the U87 when I could get the TLM 103, when in my opinion this thing sounds so much more cleaner, transparent, and just overall more flattering, at least on vocals. Let's say that at least on vocals. I believe this microphone sounds way more flattering than the U87 AI. Especially in audio, I've noticed this. The more money that you start to drop into certain things, such as, let's say, microphones, the differences between spending $4,000 on a microphone or $1,000 on a microphone becomes so subtle that there's literally no way that you can justify spending $4,000 on a microphone when you can spend $1,000 on, for example, this microphone and get a sound that is really, really good. Like literally the difference between this microphone and a U87 AI is very, very subtle. And if you're one of those people that can justify spending $4,000 on that microphone to get that little subtle difference, then be my guest. That's totally fine. Now, I'm speaking on behalf of most of the community here. A lot of you guys out here are definitely going to be in the same page as me. You're not going to be able to justify spending $4,000 on that microphone. And that's why I believe this microphone is the best microphone that you can buy, because for the masses, a lot of us out here, this is probably going to be the most expensive microphone that we are going to buy. I have talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people are on the same boat as me. A lot of people out here agree that the TLM 103 is like the best microphone that you can buy. It is easily one of the more expensive microphones out there, especially for us people who are just getting into, for example, if you're just starting to make money off your recordings, this is probably going to be the most expensive microphone that you are going to invest into in order to make back money. And let me make that very clear. If you're buying a microphone like this, I would say that you should be making money off your recordings, off of whatever you are producing using this microphone. I don't think that this is a microphone for everybody. I don't think if you're just someone who's starting out and building a studio, you should just go immediately drop 14, 15 grand into the microphone to get this. I don't see that. But if you're somebody out here who's taking it serious, you're making money off your recordings, whatever that may be, this is probably going to be one of the more expensive microphones that you are going to invest your money into. A lot of us are not going to go out and buy a U87 AI. And for the most of us, or for a lot of the people that are going out and buying the U87 AI, you've just been conditioned into believing that that is the greatest microphone ever made because it's an industry standard microphone. It's something that has been used in studios from day one. So a lot of the times people are just very misinformed and kind of confused about the matter. A lot of people assume that the U87 AI is the best microphone that you can buy, when in reality, in my opinion, it's really just overhyped. Let's just be real now. I don't actually see why that microphone is worth $4,000. A lot of people are just going to say because of the history or whatever that might be. In my opinion, the TLM 103 outspecs that microphone, and it costs a fraction of what the U87 AI costs. I don't mean to make this video specifically on the U87 AI. It's just I know a lot of people are going to drag that microphone into this. Again, I believe that the TLM 103 is the best bang for your buck professional microphone that you can buy. It has amazing specs behind it, and it is not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. A lot of you guys are going to sit here and look at me like I'm crazy and say, what are you talking about? An $1,100 microphone, and depending on if you buy it in the bundle, potentially a $1,500 microphone. That's expensive. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it isn't. I would agree. I think that this microphone is expensive, but it is not for everybody. Again, this is a professional microphone. If you plan on making money on your recordings and you are simply buying this microphone as an investment into your business and you plan on making back your money, perfect. This microphone is the best thing that you can get. I would never sit here and tell someone to get a U87 AI, even if they planned on using it for business purposes. They planned on making money on their recordings. I just think that it is insanely overpriced when you have something like a TLM 103, which does, it's arguable that this microphone produces cleaner, clearer, overall more professional sounding recordings. All emotional attachment aside, what other microphone are you going to find that has as low of a noise floor as this one, is as transparent and voiced as perfectly as this microphone, can take an absolute beating, is very sensitive as this microphone? What other microphones are out there, especially in this price range? A lot of microphones are going to be way more expensive. In my opinion, this is not the most expensive microphone for what you end up getting. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up. I just wanted to share some of my thoughts and opinions on the microphone, and again, why I think that this is the best microphone that you can buy. And that's all emotional attachment aside. We're talking solely on specs and just overall how amazing the microphone is for what you end up paying. And especially like you can get these things for used $700, $600 sometimes. I mean, come on, guys. It's a no-brainer. This is the best microphone that you can buy. One of the more expensive microphones that people would consider, but really when you break down the specs and the fact that you will literally never need to upgrade, it's really not that big of a expense at the end of the day. You buy it and you're set for a decade. Let's just put it that way. You will literally never need to upgrade. It is that good. So I just wanted to share some of my thoughts and opinions on the matter and kind of hear from you guys, hear your feedback. I know some of you guys are going to disagree. That's fine. I know some of you guys will agree. Some of you guys will say that the TLM 103 is that amazing, and that's cool too. Again, my opinion stands that this is the best microphone. It's my favorite microphone ever, and I don't plan on ever upgrading to a U87 AI. I would like to try it though, but I don't plan on upgrading. I still think that this sounds better than the U87 AI. But yeah, with all that being said, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I do enjoy reading your guys' comments, so thank you very much. I do appreciate that. But that about wraps it up. So stay tuned, guys, because I got other videos coming out and entertaining content along the way. So stay tuned for that. But until then, guys, take care. I will see you all in my next video. So peace out, everybody.